So, to give you a little background, this is a presentation that I've given one time, and I'm going to screw it up. And the reason that I'm last is because I'm the most likely to drop an F-bomb in my presentation. I figured I would go ahead and bring my beer up, because I remember by the WWTSD, if you haven't figured that out, that's what Tony Stark do. If you haven't seen Iron Man, I fully hope that you will, on May 7th, the second one comes out. So, the deal is, I want to be Iron Man. I'm not Iron Man, I'm not a superhero, but I would love to be Iron Man. I'd love to be a superhero. Why do I want to be Iron Man? Mostly because I kind of want to be his alter ego, Tony Stark. I really want to drink copious amounts of alcohol. Cheers. I want to lay supermodels. I want to drive great cars, have a really awesome house, and be worth like $1 billion. The point is, I don't do any of that. I mean, I'd love to be able to say that I did, but I'm not a liar. Well, I mean, I hope not. So, I can't say that I do any of that stuff. Big reason I want to be Tony Stark is he was once described by Marvel as a cool exec with a heart of steel. Obviously, the heart of steel, you know, is very literal, also figurative. He's got the whole thing going on, you know, heart attack and whatever. But I kind of like that. I kind of like someone to call me either a cool exec or tell me that I have a heart of steel. Most people, you know, use words that start with A and end with whole, but you know, we try to, you know, we're working towards it. Unfortunately, as we figured out, I am not Tony Stark. So, another thing I really like about Stark is he's not like a conventional superhero. He's not like a Batman. He's not like a Superman. He's not like a Spider-Man. You know, he didn't get bitten by a radioactive spider and have superpowers. He doesn't get high off the sun, so he can't fly. He used the resources around him, his brain, and the things that he had in his company that he could get his hands on to make himself a superhero. He did a lot of positive things. He turned himself from a normal human being into a superhero. And so it got me thinking. I watched Iron Man, I've read the comic books, I'm a big fan. I wondered, you know, can I be a superhero too? No, I'm not Tony Stark. I don't have this big, bad weapons company that can build all this cool stuff, but maybe I can figure out a way to be a superhero as well. The thing is, Stan Lee, the creator of all the modern superheroes, said with great power comes great responsibility. He was talking about Peter Parker, Spider-Man in that case. But it can be said for any superhero. And to be honest, it can be said for any of us. We're all human beings, we're kind of all the same. We all have a decent power within our sphere of influence to make changes. As a business owner, you know, it's just inherent with the territory. I have a bigger sphere of influence because of the people I meet to be able to effectuate positive change. Now, the thing about being a superhero, and reading comic books and watching movies, is that every single superhero, just like every single person, has this inherent battle within to want to do the right thing. Execs of Google say it best. They want to do good. Don't do evil is what they say. And Immanuel Kant said it best, two things on me the most, the dark sky above me and the moral law within me. This moral law is what drives so many superheroes. When you have a lot of ones that sort of turn to the dark side, so to speak, that is the main difference between a superhero and a supervillain. That moral law, that guiding compass. Now, another thing about superheroes, you know, we talk about the moral law, that's the same with everybody. Superheroes only have one realm to protect. Superman, you know, is Metropolis, Batman's Gotham City, Spider-Man is New York City, Daredevil's Hell's Kitchen, and Iron Man is Los Angeles, and so on and so forth. The point is, they're not saving the world. They're not out there, you know, saving continents from destruction. They're not out there, you know, making a huge difference in the world. They are saving people and territories within their small sphere of influence. And they're superheroes. They have superpowers. You know, organizations like all of these are great, and they make very positive differences in locales. I firmly believe, it sounds terrible, that when you say things like, I want to save the world, or I want to cure, you know, world poverty, or I want to end world illiteracy, that you're being counterproductive and arrogant, because there's absolutely no way that your organization is going to do it. I hate to burst your bubble. I hate to sound like that. But the point is, if Superman, Iron Man, Batman, those guys, with all their superpowers and all their resources can't do it, why do you think you would be able to? Because the bad news is, you're not a superhero. In fact, there are no superheroes. I'm not a superhero, unfortunately. Rob, I mean, he does have this weird alter ego that we only see on Wednesdays, but he's not a superhero. The good news is, you don't have to be a superhero to make a big difference. kind of already touched on these things earlier, but shameless plug for Riley Life. We do a lot of community service. The Brand Fuel team, guys like Danny Rosen, come out and make a difference in their community. You might not think 5, 6 guys can make a difference, but you serve for a few hours, it makes a huge difference to the Durham Rescue Mission, for example. A great organization that serves locally and serves people. And you put in those hours, it makes a big difference. The moral of the story is you have to focus locally. You cannot focus on the whole world because it's just too big. You can't do it. So here are some examples of people that also focus locally. Again, shameless plug for Riley Life. Just so you know, I'm contractually obligated to shamelessly plug for my company 3 times during any presentation. So hopefully we've done that already. Chris Bingham, for example. Chris Bingham took a trip to Haiti over the summer, and he made a big difference. Again, it's not necessarily locally, but it was in one area. He can talk a lot more about that. He's more educated on that. He was there. If you're interested, speak to him about it. Crosspoint Church is a local church, and what they do is they give 100% of their domestic funds given to community service, or given to the Durham Rescue Mission. Again, they're a church. It's probably not a lot of money. It's not millions and millions and millions of dollars, but it's something. And they're going to one source, making a difference in one place. These are some sort of basic statistics about Durham County. 13% of adults are considered illiterate. 15% of people live below the poverty line. And 4.4% of households experience a recurrent lack of access to food. Now, the idea is not to be impressive, but the idea is if you think you're going to cure world illiteracy, why is it that there are people within 10 miles of right here who can't read? Why is that? So, you tell me, how are you going to solve that in Durham County? Can't answer that question, so how are you going to solve it in the world? The whole idea is focus locally. Don't worry about the big picture. Now, we're trying to wrap it all together and bring sustainability and business into this. I refer to Tony Shea, the CEO and founder of Zappos. He says, good businesses generate missions to drive their profits, whereas great businesses generate profits to drive their missions. The idea is, again, great power comes great responsibility. Big company, a guy like Tony Shea who has, 7 bajillion Twitter followers and things like that, he can make a big difference. He has a lot of power, and ergo, he has a lot of responsibility. From a company standpoint, don't figure out your mission without having your profits. It goes right back to sustainability. As Rob always says, can't be sustainable if you're going out of business. The good news is you don't have to be a superhero to do something. Tony Shea is not a superhero. Tony Stark might be, but Tony Shea is not. But he does some very good things. I encourage you to learn about Zappos. Guys like UPS, again, not superheroes, but still doing some pretty cool stuff. We can't fly, we can't leave buildings, we don't have a cool suit, but we can make some big differences in our communities. We've already. But, maybe I was wrong. I don't know, somebody put this in my presentation, and I have no idea who that guy is or what the hell he's doing. He's got an S on his chest, so I like to think that stands for sustainability rather than Superman. The moral of the story is, maybe that I am actually Iron Man. Thank you very much.